Hello, my name is Shuttle, welcome back for another episode of Guardians of the Silk in EU4, me in Texas, as Georgia, and yeah, last time we managed to do the reform for the nobility, finally, and we're kind of trying to recover after that. Also, Trebizond got attacked by Turkish Empire, and they lost most of their lands, so we're just making sure that at least some of that is saved in Orthodox hands. We've got double war going on right now, only one of them we are actually doing anything in. And we had our new ruler, or Mastani, take over as a ruler, finally after the Regency Council, so the legitimacy is slowly going up, corruption is slowly going down and all that. And with the reform, I think, well, I think a year or two and the autonomy should be going down a lot in areas. Well, at least a decent bit. It might not be massive amounts, but also the nobility's power is slowly diminishing, and I'm gonna try to keep it that way. So I'm basically only doing things that do not improve their power once we get to that point, that we're gonna start doing those things. So there's probably gonna be a lot of tenant abuse and that sort of things, unfortunately, but at least that is gonna allow us to get their loyalty up a little bit, while keeping their power at check. They actually are not losing power right now, but the loyalty is now definitely going up. It's 2.3, which admittedly is not much, but if we can get it to like 20 or 30 in due time, then we can make sure that they will actually start providing things again. Oh, one of our advisors has died. I might want to get a bureaucrat advisor, if we can. Idea cost, that's actually not bad. Sure. How's the influences right now? Metropolitans have almost 30. Actually, I have 37, so they got quite high influence overall. But we're still about 6 years away from the next reform that we can do. Actually, this reform is going to be over at 1648, but this one's going to be going up to 1649. So let's say if we do another reform at 1650, that should be fine. There we go, siege of lava has been done. Let's get that underway. We can take some cash. Oh, I was supposed to give that to Ossetia, actually. We can't do that anymore. Alright. Well, let's just keep that province for now, then. Once we're done with the war, we can... Oh, there is a rebellion about to happen. It's only 8,000, though, so we should be fine. Oh, ability goes down. Well, that's not great. Are we actually making money? I don't think we are. Oh, we got from the peace deal. Right. Oh, like, hold on. I mean, that doesn't track. How much development was that? 23? Oh wow, that is a lot of rural development in there. Well, alright then. Yeah, we're still losing 2 ducats per month. Actually, what we should probably do... How many transports do we have? We got 4. Let's just split the army in half. Take it over there. It's just 1 infantry regiment. We should be totally fine. Just docking up there and then returning. Let's go ahead and get the land leader maneuver as well. And then let's get the morale of armies next, and then we can go for another militech. That would be better artillery, to be fair. And combat with cavalry shock and flanking range. There's a decent bit of good stuff there. These ships have not been used a lot. I can tell you that much. Not really a naval nation, though, so it's kind of understandable, I would say. There we go. That's now dealt with. Time to return home. Right, so we go this time. I'm sure that you'll surrender soon, right? We got a lot of war score from the various occupations, and we control the war goal, so it's taking war score as well. I suppose they got, what, 3 wars right now? Wage in their territory. Oh, wow. Who was this guy again? Adoli took large chunks of the lands that Mogulistan had. They're still fighting 2 different wars. So yeah, no, it's quite a bit of work for them, that's for sure. There we go, so the army is moving back. We can then recruit those 2 units, and maybe we can put in a little bit of rebel suppression again. Probably wouldn't hurt. Oh, right, we did have that, but that was too far off. Okay, these seem to be doing fine, so we'll focus on those. Okay, Tenga is building a spy network, alright. Oh, but now that Trebizond's not a thing that we need to worry about, we might want to get a bit of, like, we really need to start fighting Turkish Empire at some point. We're not ready for it yet. But, like, if I could get these 3 provinces over here for myself, yeah, I might actually want to get these for myself. Also, yeah, I can have that inland. They don't necessarily need to have ships. Then if we find Genoa at some point, which is still guaranteed by Turkish Empire, so that's a bit of a problem. So how's the Braze actually converting then? We've got almost 20% Orthodox there. This is coming along fairly nicely. Most of the notables are Orthodox, then about a third of the urban population is Orthodox, and about 9% of the rural population is Orthodox. So it could certainly be better, but it could also be worse. We'll still 10 over our force limit though, so that's getting really expensive. How's the corruption at least doing? It is still going down. Not very quickly, but it is going down. And I think we may have actually... Oh, yeah, one of the state corruption things has ended. Oh, and we can finally do the support nobility. I'm not going to give any power for them, but overlook tenant abuse is certainly good enough. That's 5 loyalty, so that gets us to... Oh, wow. It's actually a lot more than 5. Okay, well... Next year... Oh, and we did that just before the taxes, so actually that is going to have a bit of an impact on the taxes at least. And I expect we will be getting at least a little bit of manpower now. Not much, mind you, but a little bit. But we still need to get the loyalty up to, like, 30 at least before they start doing their fair share of the work again. But there's a lot of modifiers that are, like, multiplied by their loyalty, for example. And that sort of stuff. So it kind of means that if you are low on loyalty, then you just don't get enough of things. Right, was there any other things that we could do? Unpopular relative, that would be legitimacy, which we cannot afford losing right now. Injured liberties, prestige and centralization we can afford losing, actually. That's 10 prestige and a bit of points. But we can do that, so that's 19 loyalty. We didn't actually get manpower, did we? No, the force limit is still going down. Right, well next year perhaps we'll have a bit better situation. I mean, how much did the loyalty go up? I mean, there was the... Well, it went up by 10 this year, but it was 0.3. Well, they are getting power now. But their power has diminished a little bit. These two loyalties are doing fine. That's definitely good news. The bureaucrat corruption is still... Is it still going up? It is. But that might be partially because the loyalties are still... Or mostly the nobility's loyalty is still pretty bad. Ooh, the autonomy has increased quite a bit. Now that's probably having a bit of an impact as well on things. Now, are we getting any of the other institutions yet? For example, castle literature... Oh, well, there's a revolt. It is actually spreading into our capital now. Not quickly, though. And in Baku, I believe. Oh, it's half a point per month. Not quite as much over there. Ooh, we're getting global trade. At least in Baku. But not Derben is not getting either one. Okay, if we can get global trade in Baku, that'd be pretty decent. I mean, it's spreading there not particularly quickly, but it's faster than what we had the commercialization spread, so I think it'll be okay. Right, so where's the... Oh, there we go. Conversion in Derbent. Oh, did it actually convert it to... No, it did not. Okay, there we go. It resend it there. And we had a rebellion all the way there. It's 8,000 men. It's a bit of a long distance, but they do have a fort in there. Or rather, we do have a fort in there, so that is gonna... Oh, production is over here. Oh, I see. Right. I wouldn't mind actually having that province, I don't think. What do they produce in there? They do produce silk. So that would actually be quite beneficial for us. But yeah, I'm not really doing much in this war. I got my troops busy elsewhere. Siberia has sieged down a lot in there. Okay, Ossetia has troops in Laba and Karakulu has troops in their lands. Or their own lands. Okay, so at least we know where they are. Eventually I'm going to have to do more coring, but right now it's probably not that much worth. Ooh, there we go. Commercialization has spread into at least our capital now. And Tabriz and all that is spreading out. Oh, there we go. Caught the rebellion. Not too hefty casualties either. Well, about 1,000 men. We got rid of the army. And I should pay a little bit extra on upkeep again. Oh, yeah, army maintenance is pretty darn high. I'm losing 8 ducats per month. Yeah, so we really need to get the loyalty up a little bit more before the end of the year, I reckon. Is there anything else that we could do in here? That would be a lot of power. That would be some power, not too much though. I think I'm actually tempted to take this one then. There's a 7.5 loyalty, and then there's unpopular relative. That would be 8 legitimacy. Plus some yellow legitimacy. So if we do those two, it would be pretty bad modifiers, but that would get us over 30. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. Oh, grant special commissions to loyalists. Army tradition decay, prestige, or discipline goes down for 5 years. And lose some traditions points. Actually, that would be better losing that than losing the legitimacy, quite frankly. So we'll do that one. So we now have over 30 loyalty to nobility again. That should make it so that we'll start getting some manpower and start recovering before, well, before the end of the decade, really. So we'll have enough time to, you know, set things correct. And by the time we do the next reform, which is going to be the burger reform, the urban governance one, extensive charter, so we get the, there's going to be property tax, then there's the citizens levy, urban production, commerce production, autonomy goes up, burger power from wealth goes up as well. They'll like it, but the others will not like it, because that's because we are still in or not in positive stability, rather. Speaking of stability, is it going up or down? It is going slightly up. Not much, mind you. Do we still have the show of devotion? I don't think we do. That's something that we could do. Renew a loan again. Perform a show of devotion, so that is for how many years? That's a 10 years, okay. Spirit of spirituality and clergy loyalty. Ability increase into all. Keeping the clergy happy is probably not a bad idea, let's be honest. Admittedly, they don't pay a lot of taxes, but they do pay some. How much do we have population in our capital? The development hasn't really gone up there, but the population... we've got about 120 residents. 120,000 that is, and 180 peasants, so that's 300,000. A bit more than 300,000, like 310,000 total population in here. And it's still going to keep growing. Admittedly, the peasant... Well, actually, no, the peasant numbers are still growing as well. But we are pretty much using all the room in there for the peasant stuff that we have available. Although, once we get the next admin tech, that's going to increase the capacities a little bit. Oh, and it's going to be investment year. Which doesn't mean that we'll probably invest a lot because of the, well, the situation in terms of cash. We'll start the year at 2,300 manpower before the taxes, but we did increase the loyalty up a decent bit now, so we should start getting some more recruited. Admittedly, probably not a lot. I'm expecting to get like 5,000 or something like that. And then over time it's going to start increasing again. Yeah, 5,600. That is a step to the correct direction, and it also probably means that our force limit is now 17 again. So it means a lot less upkeep. Losing only 2 ducats per month now. Alright. How many loans do we have? We got 3 loans. A total of, let's see, 550... 758, over 800 ducats that we borrowed. Oh, and now the upkeep goes up again. Oh, but we can get the admin tech. Well, speak of the devil. How's the stability doing? Is it going up or down? Autonomy is pretty high, at least, that's for sure. Stability is going down, okay. It's a bit of a problem. And the cash reserves are certainly going down as well. So we'll probably take yet another loan soon. But I think in a year or two we'll be able to get the force limit up sufficiently so that we're not paying that much extra for it. Now, I do believe there was the... It's probably the leverage, right? That's the agitators, so that would be a bit of... but that's minus 20 loyalty, never mind. I suppose these are all supposed to be bad for the loyalty. So did the loyalty go up or down? It started dropping a tiny bit. Man, they're still getting such a massive amount of wealth, aren't they? Yeah, some wealthy buggers there. Right, how much do we have Orthodox here now? It's about 46%. It still hasn't really converted a lot of the rural population. I mean, at least we get the prestige out of it. So I suppose it could be worse. Oh, investments. Probably not a lot of cash. I'm just not going to even bother checking those through. How far are we from becoming a great power, by the way? Not that far off. We got 3 institutions embraced. Of course, there's a lot that have more. Oh, there we go. Finally, one of the nations got out of the war. Probably would have been a good idea to set that as a province of interest, but oh well. We'll have a chance later. There's still allies in Mogulistan. And I'm pretty sure we can still do the whole... Oh wow, there's 37 development there. Huh. That's pretty decent. And now there's just seizing down all of Mogulistan's main areas here. Well, good luck with that. I wouldn't mind getting a bit of peacetime though, because we probably have a bit of... well, actually, no, we don't have war exhaustion. It's going down over there, in fact. How is the religious unity? It's now 56% thanks to the 25 from the religious idea or evangelic ideas. We've got quite a bit of work to do in converting everything. And looks like we're getting another loan. Clean that, well, in January probably. Now I suppose one of the things that we should do with the nobility, eventually, in terms of the privileges that they have, is reducing the mana costs for the levies that they give. But also reducing the mana costs for the taxes, or getting money out of the nobility would be quite nice as well. Or rather more money out of them. So we do have that one reform that we could do. But at the same time, before we do that, we need to make sure that we have a sort of a different type of income for the manpower. Not just the volunteer. Oh wow, 14,000. Okay, that's going to be really good for the manpower. Or the force limit. Yeah, it's only 5 over the limit now. So that should reduce the upkeep quite drastically. And really, we're still going to take a loan by the end of the month. Oh, we've got 842 development now. Okay, looks like our development has started going up. Now, to be fair, we increased the amount of stuff that we can have, and we had the investments after that, didn't we? Oh, there we go. Yeah, another loan. Whereas it's converting more. Oh, is someone seating down my lands? Oh wow. All right. Oh, and we're gonna have an advisor. Let's have a look. What sort of options do we have? We might want to go for a bit of lower level. Oh, that's a few truces ending. A bit of lower level. I believe it was a clergy advisor that we had before. Well, I don't really want to give power to the clans, perhaps, but or chiefs rather. But I suppose it'll do. It's only level 1 advisor right now, and if we're trying to reduce the upkeep, then that's how it's gonna have to be. Still losing over a ducat. Okay, 1.6 ducats per month. But the payment that we do for being over force limit isn't too bad. Autonomy is still pretty bad. Is it at least going down? Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. That's the wrong direction with the stability. Right. So how's the autonomy doing here? It's almost 60. It is going down now. Let's get the morale of armies thing done. Let's have a look at our... Well, I suppose we can have a look at the army quality now. So I should have... Oh, in this war I have the highest morale. Not the highest discipline, mind you, but the highest morale for sure, and defensiveness. Professionalism, I'm actually okay. Overall, not the best, mind you, but... Ooh, we're getting higher and higher on the military rank again. And the diplomatic rank. There we go, that's good news. Right, they've got 5,000 men over here. Oh no, the siege down province over there. Province that I'm not really interested in, or that fussed about. And then immediately peace follows. Alright, did I get anything out of it? 17 ducats? Okay. I'll take it. And 23 favors. Alright, well that's actually pretty nice. I do wonder, how rich is Sibir? Probably not all that rich. Let's have a look. So favors, if we demand ducats, 43 ducats. I mean, yeah. Okay, do we have full trust already with them? We do. Seems like the AI likes to use the favors on increasing the trust quite often. Because there's not that many things that they can do, realistically speaking, with the favors, that is, other than call into war and increase trust, and sometimes ask for ducats. But usually the AI doesn't ask it, or ask those. Corruption is still going down, legitimacy is still going up rather quickly, so that is definitely good news. And I'm hoping that next year... Ooh, right. We need to give the province to Ossetia. Crown province. Laba. There we go. A little bit less for me to worry about. They can call that, so that's less points for me to spend as well. How close are we getting the Diplotech? Oh, can I afford paying a loan? Not making money, so I'm just going to extend that loan for now. Means that at least if we do investment, that's going to be a pretty good amount of investing going in. Let's have a look at the institutions again. So, meritocracy. First things first, we are still missing quite a few reforms, but we're just not really in a shape to do any reforms right now. Commercialization is still, well, we've embraced it, but of course it still needs to spread into a lot of provinces, but that is underway now. Especially since it's already in the capital and there's a lot of areas that are trading with the capital province. And then we got the castle literacy, which is currently spreading only into our capital and Tabriz. Now it's already 32% in our capital. Tabriz has probably just started getting it, really. Well, it's got it over there for a little bit, I suppose. Spreading in already, but yeah, this one is probably about 10 years and we'll have this. With this current speed, anyway. the casual literacy, and if we could maybe speed it up even more? Perhaps not. If we could, that would be nice. It is important center of learning, so there's no... it's quite easy to see why it is spreading in there. Right, I wonder if we can get to like at least 16,000 manpower now after the next set of taxes. And then slowly get the force limit back to 26, which means that we'd be getting some money again. Would be nice. Plus, I suppose we are getting some cat. Let's have a look at the sources of money right now. So, national income. Peasantry is paying most of it, actually. With all the land. Oh, and corruption is still quite high. I think that's the... Oh, it must be the provincial corruption that is having the impact there. And then realm expenses are whatever is left out of the national income. Of which a decent chunk goes to wages, then manpower, and a bit of property upkeep. Oh. Aha. Who are you fighting now? Zabulistan, Saka, Adoli. Now this might be a war that we could help with. Because Zabulistan we are neighbouring. We don't have that many or that much unrest either, so let's have a look at the enemies here. Also, let's close that one so we can actually see a few things. I suppose we can close that one as well. Or perhaps we can't. Okay, so... Odoli and Zabulistan. I will join that. Because Zabulistan shouldn't have that much troops this time. And they only got 5,000. Alright, well let's go ahead and start sieging, shall we? Guessing Saka is somewhere. Don't know where, but yeah, if I could get a few provinces over here. Actually, what I should do is set up some provinces of interest in here. Wait, we have a war ally that has already claimed some of this. Who do we have on our side? Oh, Grey Horde. Alright. Well, if I siege these, then they're not going to get them. And I will. Maybe. Yeah, go. Just go siege down Grey Horde. I'll siege your capital and forts and all that. In the meanwhile. How close are we? Oh, we're still pretty far away from getting the next tech, aren't we? From military. We got 42 at least, so that's not too bad. I think we are one of the higher ones on this war. We'll certainly want to avoid a lot of the casualties in this war if possible. Now, to be fair, it depends a lot on how much manpower we get from the taxes now. But like, we'll no doubt want to keep at least 10,000 manpower in reserve. And we didn't really get any manpower. Alright, at least the ability is going up, so that's good. This is a conquest war. Right, so the battles won't matter quite as much. There's only 15,000 men on the enemy side. I mean, I could fight them alone if need be. Luckily, I don't have to... Ooh, right, so they got 50... not 50, 42 Middletech as well. And what about Odoli? You got 41, so they are a little bit behind. And then there's one somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. No doubt I've seen it. I suppose we can see it through here now. And there's still Odoli. It might be on the other side. Oh wow, Odoli reaches all the way... Okay. Right, almost to Sakhalin. Oh, Saka is over there. Right, well, now that we know where they are. We'll start with Jigla, and then go to Kabulistan, and then go to Nangarhar. Should be fairly relaxed war for our part, at least. Not really for the allies, they might be fighting a decent bit. I'm hoping that we can reach at least to somewhere like 70 legitimacy in due time. Now, of course, the speed that we're getting it is going to start slowing down once we go over 50. Although there's a fair bit of faction support right now, so that's definitely a good thing. But we do have a lot of bank loans that is not helping with the legitimacy. We're about 2 years from now when we could do another reform, and if we can get this one done, that'd be brilliant. Bit of urban and commerce production, a bit of autonomy. The autonomy is not great, but at the same time, the citizen levy is going to be really good. Plus, to getting a bit more sources for manpower. Not necessarily rely solely on the nobility, which has been proven to be sometimes a bit unreliable, let's put it that way. Right, so they got on a bit more troops, so they got 21,000 now total. Of course, I've got my 20,000, they don't have anyone sieging down me. Ah, but we... Now that we're in another war over here, that means that this core is still not going to get done. It's going to take probably another, well, I don't know, at least 5 years before that's probably done. It should be done in about a year, but it's just not happening. We're losing a lot of money still, so I'm just going to extend the loans. I wouldn't mind paying back some loans, but right now we just don't have... Oh, who are you fighting? Not finding anyone. Okay, I suppose I could give you military access. Means that you won't be able to declare war on me directly. If you declare war on my vassal, then that's a bit unfortunate. Alright, the Brent has been, well, slowly converting again. Have we gotten any more of the peasantry converted? A little bit. About 1,000 of them. And still 47% Orthodox, so it's actually going down. I think the peasantry over there is growing too fast. But oh well, it happens. Oh, we can get the not Middletech, Diplotech now. Trade range goes up. Combat width for the naval goes up. And global trade power goes up by 2% as well. I mean, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, so the techs are getting a bit expensive because we don't have all the institutions done yet. Now, to be fair, the casual literacy, well, it's not present in any of our provinces yet, but in I don't know, 6 years maybe? 7 years? We should have it in our capital, and it's going to start spreading out all around. Plus, capital is already, it's got the lowest autonomy, that's for sure. Wait a minute. We've got 101 provinces. It's technically 83 development after local autonomy. So how much is the local autonomy over here? About 57. It is going down, so it's probably going to be around 50% once that is done. So, well, that's going to increase them. Well, like the total amount of autonomy, or the development after the autonomy is also going to go up then. But yeah, I'm sure that we'll have that in due time, but we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye-bye.